and safely, and the grandma's just there going... Yes, this is where we challenge two agencies to sell the unsellable, with tonight's winning agency receiving this ultra-absorbent Greun trophy, now with wings. It's an old rule that when economic times are tough, the best thing a government can do to distract the population is manufacture a war. Not so easy for Australia. We can't invade Indonesia. Too big, too many people. How about Antarctica? Too cold. Penguins? Too vicious. Which leaves us with only one option. So can our agencies come up with an ad that will convince us we need to invade New Zealand? Please welcome from Marmalade, Neil Mallet, and from 303, John Mackay. Neil, you first. How hard was this one?
We looked at a few areas like New Zealand, invade it before America gets there.
I like that.
New Zealand, it'd be a nice place to put all our dickheads.
It's good.
But ultimately we thought the Australian government really needed to do something more to inspire us, rather than just the sheer joy we get out of invading, or we would get out of invading New Zealand. If there's claret going to be spilt, there's got to be a decent offer on the table. So ultimately we worked it down to there was one small thing that we think is truly unique and that we love as much as the idea of beating up on New Zealand, and it's something that only the Australian government could give us, so we combined the two.
All right, let's have a look.
Australia loves a day off. Anzac Day, Labor Day, the Queen's birthday, we love them all. But there aren't many public holidays in the back half of the year. So this Saturday, we're going to war with New Zealand. It'll be over by lunchtime. And to celebrate, the whole country gets Monday off. And then, every year, we can crack a beer to mark the day we smashed the Kiwis. As usual, the New Zealand invasion. It's a day off in it for you.
You know your market. That's what I liked about that one. John, where did you hit the jackpot?
We thought we'd demonise Helen Clark and her government for the terrible direction and dangerous direction she's taking New Zealand, putting us in Australia at great risk. And we thought we'd do that by comparing Helen Clark to Robert Mugabe and her government to the government of Zimbabwe, and rebrand New Zealand New Zimbabwe. But then we thought maybe not, and so instead what we thought we'd do is we'd appropriate millions and millions of dollars of the investment that's gone into advertising New Zealand to Australians through their tourist marketing. And because we think that perhaps they should have taken some of that money and put it into defending their country instead.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's have a look at what you came up with. I think this is going to be the toughest one yet. I think they are both brilliant. Russell, what did you think?
Well, I do love the idea of 100% there for the taking, and using the New Zealand language that we've all got used to with their advertising. And I particularly like the use of the government logo at the end. It looked very official. But then for Marmalade and Neil, you're right, mate. You've got to put an offer on the table in order to get people to change their behaviour. So the idea of a holiday, absolutely, I'm sure that would win.
Now, Bridget, dare I ask?
Holding myself back, you guys. You know, over there, ready. No, I agree, although you're pointing out that you're basically saying your country is shallow. You'll only do something if you get something for free. But, hey, come on! Give me a break! wants to take my home. So I agree. I think the day off would work the best. Although I do love the 100%. Theirs for the taking. But it's always been. Come on, even we did have a navy. They were rubbish. So.
Dan, what did you think, mate?
God, invading New Zealand, you had me at hello. Look, I love the fact that we stole their campaign in 100%, but, not voting for the day off would be un-Australian.
And finally, Todd?
I'm with Dan, the day off.
Yeah. You always win an Australian with a day off. Congratulations. Well done. Oh, yeah, look at this. There we go. You get this handsome trophy made from soap and potato peelings by New Zealand prisoners of war.